Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice. We are right about to get started with another 1976 Yankee season game. And this is game 11, played on April 24th, Saturday, April 24th, 1976. Yanks win this game 9-8. So it's a rather high-scoring affair. It's KC at Yankees. It's going to be Steve Busby, who was 3-3 with a 4.40 ERA in 71 innings pitched, against Ed Figueroa, very, very popular figure in Puerto Rico. Puerto Ricans had a big New York community, and they were avid baseball fans. So he was very, very popular both on the island of Puerto Rico and in New York, in the Bronx as well. So it's going to be leading off for the Kansas City Royals is going to be Wolford in left field, Amos Otis in center, and George Brett at third. That's 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to have the cleanup batter, Mayberry, the DH, Hal McRae, Al Cowens in right field. The catcher is Fran Healy. Eventually he ends up with the Yankees in 76 for the Larry Gura trade. Freddie Patek batting eighth, playing shortstop, and then it's Frank White in left field. We're playing, let's see if I get some, there we go. We're playing inside pitch, and the way you play inside pitch is you roll a red and a white. One is a column, one is a row, and then you have a 20-sided die to kind of let you know about the added roles that you may need depending on what happens. So it's going to be Ed Figueroa. We're going to put the ballpark card to the side, and it's going to be Ed Figueroa facing Jim Wolford. Philip Reynolds, there he is. Let's go Mets. Benny Blades. I love that name. My son's name is Benny, by the way. And okay, so we're right about to get started, and let's start rolling. All right, that's going to be a 5-1, and that's going to be a potential walk against a right-hander. We're looking at a 14. Yankee Stadium is -2, so that's a 12. We roll a 1, ball 4. Wolford is on with a walk. Not the way Ed Figueroa wants to start the ball game. Let's see if Wolford wants to get a 8. There's an 8 there, so let's roll that. And we get an 11, so he does not get the lead. All right, 2-5, and that's going to be a K. That's going to be a 10. We roll a 5. Strike 3 on Amos Otis goes down on strikes. George Brett. That's a 6-3, and that's going to be a star line out of some kind. We'll use a green die. And that's going to be a fly ball center field, 2 out. So George Brett flies out to center field. John Mayberry batted .232 with 13 home runs and 600 at bats. I remember him as more of a power hitter than that. I guess this is a down year for him. 6-5, and that's a blank, so we go off of John Mayberry's card. 5-3, and that's a fly ball center field, and after it is Rivers, and runs it down. So after the walk, it's 3 up, 3 down. Here comes the Yanks. Steve Busby against Mick the Quick. Mickey Rivers, originally a California Angel, came over with the Bobby Bonds trade with, I believe, Ed Figueroa. So that was a pretty good trade for the Yanks. And I think that was done late or early, either late 75 or early 76. Got to look at that. 4-5, and that's going to be a potential strikeout against a righty. That's going to be a 7 minus 3 is a 4, and that's not a strikeout, so we're going to roll off Mickey Rivers. That's a 1-3, and that's going to be line base hit center field, so Mick the Quick. And we're going to roll. There's our roll, and it's a 7, and he is a 7 plus 2. That's a 9. So we're going to try to steal a base. Let's check our catcher, Fran Healy, see what that brings us. Fran Healy is a -2 throwing arm. Holy smokes. So he's a 3.57 minus 2. 3.57 minus 2. 3.57 minus 2. So that makes his 17. Well, he's a +2 -2. Okay. So they even out. So it's still 17. Let's roll. And it's a 5. There goes Rivers. The throw down, not in time, stolen base. Yanks have a runner in scoring position just like that. Billy Martin, love the running game. These guys always had a green light with Billy Martin. Safe. Come on, fella. 2-3. 2-3 is a star line out of some kind, a 4. That's going to be a ground ball second base. That's going to allow Rivers to go to third. So 1 out, runner on third. Roy White moves him over. Now it's Thurman Munson, the captain, the walrus. Oh, that's a foul ball. "1976 Taxi Driver" is at your local movie theater. So that's a 6-6. That's a strikeout. Strikeout for Munson. He didn't strike out very much. That's a 4 minus 3 is a 1. We roll a 16. So it's going to be off Munson's card. Good opportunity to pick up an RBI for the captain. 5-1, and that's lined and caught by the second baseman. Blah, blah, blah. Double play. I don't remember what that line drive double play. Bunting, getting run, stealing. See if I can find that real quick. That's a tough one. I don't remember what the rule is for the line drive double play. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there it is. It is on that one big chart. It is on that book. It's right here. All right, so runner on second base and a line drive to the pitcher. Line drive 1D6 if the range at occupied base, runner out. If in the range at the occupied base. So that would be, I guess, he's a right-handed hitter, shortstop's in the hole. So that would make the second baseman covering. And he, second baseman White, I believe, is a 4. So it's not going to be a double play. Oh, wait, he's a 5. So it is a double play. It's a 1-6 double play. Holy smokes. Oh, wait. He's at third base. Hold on, Cowboy. That's a 6. And it's not a 6. Brett is a 4. So it's not going to be, I don't even think, let me see if range. Yeah, he's not. That's not going to be a double play. All right. Let me see. Yeah, it's not going to be a double play there. It's just not going to happen. If it had been lined to third base, perhaps, with a runner on third, there's a 3. This is a 6. I don't even know how I can get a 6. Do I? Oh, I have to roll, I guess, right? Is that it? Do I have to roll? Pitcher 6, 1d6. If in range at occupied base, runner is out. Well, whatever I roll, it's not going to happen, so I'm not worried about it. It's a 1. Okay. So it's not a double play. So it's an L. 51. It's an L. Yeah, he's runner on third, second base. No, they can't even. He can't even get him from second. I got all mixed up. All right, I'm good. 2 out. So Rivers holds. It was a line drive to second base. There's no way he's throwing over there for double play. It's just not going to happen. And Chambliss. That's 6-2, and that's a blank, so it's going to be off Chambliss. Now Chambliss is batting about 144, and that's a ground ball at second base. And that retires the side. No score after 1. Okay, at least I found that line drive chart. I know where the little section is now. For if it ever happens again, I'll know where to find it. So Ed Figueroa against Hal McRae, top of the second. 22-3, and that's against a righty. That's going to be a blank. So we're going to roll off McRae. McRae batted .332. Holy smokes! I just saw that foul ball. And that's a 2-1, and that's going to be a ball that's driven in the gap, and that's going to split the outfielders. That's going to roll to the wall. McRae around first into second base, stand-up leadoff double. Alec Howens, 4-6, that's blank. Again, a foul ball, having a lot of issues with that lately. That little tiny die, I think, is giving me a problem. 1-6, and that's going to be a fly ball to right. Sacrifice fly is a 1. Right fielder is Gamble, and I don't think that Gamble has an arm at all. He's a +1, actually. +1. Fly ball to right. Okay, it doesn't matter because I thought he was a third. That's a fly to right. 1 down. Fran Healy. That's a 3-3, and that's going to be a potential throwing error. See what happens. 5-5. That's a single base hit center field. And single 8. McRae is a what? McRae is a 3. Base runner 3. Single to 8. Second to home is a +2. That's a 5. And then runner on first advance. So we're going to roll 2 dice, see what happens. 5 or less, and we roll a 5, so he is safe at home. One nothing. Kansas City. Fran Healy. And let's see if Healy has a potential to 3. He's a 3. Let's see if we can roll anything near that. Nope. All right. Everybody goes. Everybody has a potential to run here. 5-3, and that's going to be a blank. So we go to Patek, and that's a 2-3. 2-3 is a single to right. Healy's going to stop at second. Double check, single to right, first and third. Single is a +2. Single to right, +2. Healy is a 2. That's a 4. And our right fielder, what did I say our right fielder was? A 4-5. Let's see. Let's go to third. Oh. And he is safe at third base, first and third now, with only 1 out. Frank White, first and third, top of the second, 1-0, KC. Oh, Jesus. All right. Let's find a bigger die here. Let's do this. Let's use this. All right, 6-3. 6-3 is a line. line out of some kind, a star line out, and let's find out what kind of. It's a 5. That's going to be a ground ball to short. This could be a potential double play. They have the infield halfway. So let's see. It's a -1 and a 1. That's a 0. Blah, blah, blah. It's a, what did I say? It was a 5. That's a shortstop. It's a +1 for Willie Randolph. So it's a 2. On a 2, it's a double play. A 6. So it's a 6-3. One runner scores. So it's 2 RBI for White. And Pate goes to second base. Forgot to try to steal with Patek on that one. Wolford, 3-5, and that's going to be a blank. And that's a 3-5 again. That's going to be a ball that's pulled down the line into left field corner, White after it. And that's going to be a double with 2 outs. They're going to try to score Patek. Patek is a 5. So we're going to roll 2 dice, try to score him. Okay, that's a 6. Let's see. On a double, it's going to be a plus. No. Where was he? He was at second, so he scores automatically. So that's a double. RBI double for Wolford. 3-0 Yanks. And it's Otis with 2 outs. That's a 2-1, and that's going to be a range play, Yankee Stadium. It's a 5-5, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Who's over there today? Jim Mason throws him out. But the Royals pick up 3 runs, and they lead it 3-0 after an inning and a half. So finally we get some offense. A little bit of offense, ID Jester. 6'4" is a real lead runner thrown out. Wait. No, it was a double, man. It was a double. I screwed up. The guy was in second base, and it was a double. Yeah, I thought he was on first base. So there was no being thrown out there on that. And I was using this chart anyway. Gotta check. It was this one here. Anyway, it's all good. Oscar Gamble leading it off. 4-1. That's a range play. See what happens. Range play 5-2. Range play 5-2. That's a range for the shortstop. And that's going to be Patek. Let's focus on this here. Patek range is a 4, and that's caught at short, L6. 1 out. Got to focus with this game. Can't be, messing about too much. Got to kind of focus. There's a lot of stuff going on here. So 5-6, and that's wild. So that's going to be a foul ball. There's nobody on. And that's a 2-5. 2-5 against a righty is blank, so we're going to go off Pinella's card. Foul ball. So 1-5, and that's going to be single, base hit, center field. Pinella's on with a single. Pinella's not going here. Greg Nettles, 1-5, and that's a walk, potential walk against a righty. That's a 12 minus 2, 10. We roll a 19, so it's going to be off Nettles. Let's roll off Nettles. 1-6, and that's a ground ball to the right side and through into right field. And Pinella is a 2 and an S3. First to third. So he makes it. He makes it to third base on that. On the S3, he makes it to third. So first and third for the Yanks with 1 out. So the Yanks got something brewing here. Salvador's in the house. Willie Randolph. That's going to be 1-5, and that's potential walk. That's a 16 minus 2, 14. We roll a 16. Ooh, too bad. It would have been nice to have the bases loaded. 1 out, bottom of the second. First and third. That's a 4-4, and that's going to be a ground ball shortstop. This could be a potential double play. We got a 2 there, and we got a 0. 4-4 is a 6. Let's see Frank White. Frank White, what is his pivot? Frank White's a 0 pivot. Infield's halfway, so we're looking at a 1. For a double play, we roll a 6. So it's basically 6-3, and that's going to be an RBI. 3-1 now. Jim Mason. 6-4, and that's going to be a blank. 6-2, and that's a fly ball center field. Amos Otis is there. Tracks it down. 3-1. 3-1. Just double checking. All right, George Brett. Against Ed Figueroa, 3-3, and that's a potential error on a throw. 1-4, and that's going to be a ground ball, an out, a star line out 3, which is a ground ball second base. So it could be an error. 15, it's not an error. So 4-3 out. 5-1's a potential walk against a righty. Is going to be 13. We roll a 16, so we're rolling off John Mayberry. And that's a 1-3, and that's going to be a fly ball center. Rivers runs it down. Hal McRae. 1-3, that's a K against a righty. We're looking at a 3. We roll a 3. Strike 3. Blows it by him. Oh, let's fix that. That looks quite ugly. Quite the ugliness going on here. Three to 1. Al McRae strikes out for out number 3. Ed Figueroa finding the plate again. Make the quick. 4-1. That's a range play. Let's see what happens there. That's a 6-1 range play first base. Mayberry. I don't write none of this down. That's why I have to keep on going for the cards. So you're gonna have to forgive me for that. That's a 4. And that's a 5. So that's a base hit for Mick the Quick. And then we're gonna try to get a lead. We can use that. That is a lead. So now he's gonna roll for a stolen base. 17 or less, and we roll a 5. And there goes Rivers, the throw down, not in time. Second stolen base for Mick the Quick, who had 43 stolen bases. Roy White now. And that's a 5-6. That's going to be wild. And that's a 16, so that's outside of range. And I believe we go to the batter card now. 42, and that's going to be popped up first baseman. Mayberry, under it, makes the catch. Thurman Munson. 4-6, that's a potential walk. Against a righty, that's going to be 14 plus 10. 4 plus 10, 14, ball 4. Runners on first and second for Chris Chambliss. Chris Chambliss, we need him to get on track. Yes, you're right, man. You're probably right. I am a lazy guy, so I may have to start writing those in. You know, it's yeah. Yeah, thanks, ID. I appreciate that. All your advice, man, is always spot on. Thank you. Chris Chambliss. 1-2, that's a walk plus. So that's definitely what we want to see here in a game like this. The Yanks are down 3-1 in the bottom of the third, but the Yanks got something going. So it's going to be a plus. It's a plus 10. It's going to be a 14. We roll a 13, so that's ball 4. So it's a single and back-to-back walks. Put the Yanks in a pretty good situation here with only 1 out, with Oscar Gamble coming up. Oscar Gamble batted .232, but hit 17 home runs in about 340 at-bats. So that's a 2-6. That's going to be a hit by pitch. Hit by pitch against a lefty is a 1-20, and that's going to be an automatic hit by pitch, and that's going to force in a run. Rivers scores on that hit by pitch, so Busby's totally lost it. And out goes the pitching coach. Lou Piniella is up next. Bases loaded, 1 out, 1-5. That's a walk. Holy smokes. That's going to be a 3, though. Minus, it's going to be a 1. We roll a 4, so it's going to be off Pinella's card. That's a 1-2, and that's going to be a fly ball center field. Let's see if we get a sacrifice fly out of this thing. So Munson's speed is a 4, not too shabby for a catcher. And then Otis in center is a +2, so that's a 6. I believe that's like an automatic score. So that's going to be a sacrifice fly to the center fielder. And that scores Munson. The game is tied at 3. Greg Nettles. And that's 2-5, and that's going to be Nettles a lefty. Going to roll 6. It's a fly ball center field for out number 3. That retires the side, but the Yanks pick up 2. And after 3 complete, it's all tied at 3. Oh, 2. Top of the 4th. Let me see. Same with the failed third base range play. Could be a double into the corner, etc. Oh, yeah, I forgot that. They had that. You're right about the sacrifice fly. Where was that? So it could have happened automatically, basically. But it was an automatic anyway because it was a 6, right? So that's the thing with this. So, it's – and why am I going to roll first and then roll a second time when it's easier to probably get it the second time, although the first time may be an automatic? Let's see. Like if Piniella has a 6 sacrifice fly, then it would have been automatic sacrifice fly. But I don't think anybody has that. Let's see what Pinella's sacrifice fly rating would have been. It's a 1. So what does that mean? Let me see. You roll for sacrifice fly without any rating, with batter or pitcher. Then you roll for the advance afterwards. Yeah, I know. I know it's on the sheet, but that first rating is always like a 1 or a 2. So I'm going to probably miss out on that. So then if I have to go for if I have to look at the adjusted base running, I don't know. I kind of already, take it for granted that I'm going to fail that first check, that first sacrifice fly check. But yeah, I should definitely be getting the right habits, right? But I do have a tendency to cut corners. All right, so it's Ed Figueroa against Al Cowens. Let's see if Ed Figueroa can settle down a little bit now. 1-3, that's a potential K, and it's a not at an 8 -3, 5. Not going to be a K. 2-4. So 2-4 is a ground ball to Randolph. Throws him out. 1 down. Fran Healy, RBI single. 3-1. That's a strikeout. That's a 15 -3 is a 12. We roll a 17, so we're rolling off Healy. That's a 4-3, and that's a fly to left. Roy White there makes the catch. 2 down. And Freddie Patek. 6-4. That's a ballpark. And that's a 1-5 in the ballpark. That's a single. And he's going to try for second base. And he's going to try for second base. So Patek is a 5. And our right fielder, I think, is a +2. So a +1. So that's a 6. So that's like an automatic, I believe. I don't see he get thrown out that way. But I'll roll just in case. 5. That's so that's going to be. Oh, wait. We're looking at White. White is a blah, 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 blah. Oh, no, we are looking at Patek, so that's it's going to be a double. Right? That's what we're doing. So it's going to be a double for Patek. Two-out double. And next is Frank White. All right, 2-6. And that's a walk plus. So that's a 10. And that's going to be a 3 there. So that's a definite walk. So Frank White gets on base on balls. And first and second now, Jim Wolford. So again, Ed Figueroa is in trouble. That's a foul ball. It's going to be a 1-2. 1-2 is going to be a potential strikeout. And that's a strikeout is a 5 minus 3 is an 8 minus 3 is a 5. That's a 16. We're swinging off, rolling off Wolford. That's a 1-3, and that's going to be against a righty ground ball third base. Nettles fires to first, throws him out. And again, the Royals leave 2. And after 3.5, it's a 3-3 ball game. So Ed Figueroa is struggling throughout this game through the first 4 innings. Can't get really on track. And that's concerning to me at this point. So let me see. Let me look at this. Benny Blades. Good. I have another expert here. So 2 steps process. Sacrifice flies. Step 1. D6 versus right. And that was like a 1. Step 2, use right. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm aware of that. I'll be honest. I do cut corners because why am I going to do a step 1 on a 1 when I added? I mean, I could have messed up though, because of the way I did it. I could have messed up. So, but it won't be the first time. It won't be the last. But you're right, guys. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that. That's why I promised myself I was going to play. Hey there, Derek, Dodgers. I promised myself I was going to play 1 game a day, every day, till I get all the wrinkles out of my knowledge of this game, which is a really fun, cool game. And I'm the one who basically messes it up, just making stuff up. Randolph, Steve Busby. All right, 1-5. That's a potential walk. That's going to be a 14. We roll a 4. That's ball 4 for Randolph, and we're going to try to get a lead. And we got a 7. He's a 6 plus 2, 9. So he does get the lead. And here goes Randolph. Oh, 19. And he's out at second base. So Fran Healy lets it fly. And it's going to be a 2-6 shortstop covering, caught stealing. No problem. That's how I play. All right, 4-6. 4-6 is a walk plus, so that's going to be a 15, 13. We roll an 8, ball 4. So Busby has walked 1, 2, 4 guys and hit a batter in the last 2 innings. So he's really lost control. He's lost his command, and it's Mick the Quick. 2-3, and that's going to be star, double star. 4, that's going to be a ground ball second base. This now could be a double play. We're looking at a -2, -2, and +1. I don't think we have anything on 2 3s. I don't think we have anything on Patek in terms of pivot. No. Neither Patek nor White get any pivot rating. So there's not going to be able to be a double play here because we're in the negatives. So I guess it's just like I guess it would be a fielder's choice. I'm not sure what it would be. Let me see. Oh, if the roll is greater than his speed number. Mason is a 2. It's a 3, so it's going to be a force out. So it's going to be a 4-6 fielder's choice. Rivers on at first, and Rivers is going to try to get a lead. He does not get it. 1 out, run around first. 2 outs, run around first. Roy White, and that's a 6-5. That's against, he's batting lefty, so that's going to be a potential walk. That's going to be 18 minus 2 is 16. That's ball 4. So that's Busby's 5th walk. Busby can go 25. He's gone 1. He's gone 18, 19, 20 so far. So now it's Thurman Munson. Okay, Benny Blades. I started a chat server for IP. Please join. Okay, let us know. Give us the link. You will roll for SP because if you roll 6, it's only out at first. Okay, thanks, guys. All right, and that's what I did. I figured it out. It took me a couple of seconds, my slow brain. That's a strikeout. Let's see. So one strikeout here. 1 strikeout as we roll the 5, so it's Munson. And it's a 1-6, and that's going to be ground ball to short, and that's going to retire the side. So that was a bumpy inning. A lot of stuff going on there. There's a lot of stuff. You got to really be on in this game. I mean, maybe it's because I'm still learning it, but I feel like I really got to pay attention. Whereas with other games, I can really just kind of let my brain wander. 6-6. That's a potential error. Let's see what happens here. And that's going to be an error almost for sure. 5-1. Oh, it's okay. It's going to be a double. And then against the right fielder, I guess it could be an error. And so it's a failed error check. Failed error check on a double. Boots ball plus. So Boots ball plus. Where's the plus mean? It's gray. It says roll 1d6 versus the. Okay, if less than or equal to the throwing only applicable. Failed. Oh wait, failed range check. No, failed error check. That says D boots ball plus, and usually gray means to roll somewhere, and I don't see here. I think that's gray. So roll 1d6 versus the adjusted base runner. All right. So okay, so let's roll 1d6. Let's see what happens. And it's a 4. If less or equal to, advances 2 bases. Otherwise, only 1. Okay. So Otis, we rolled a 4. He is a 4. So he's going to advance 2 bases. He's going to score. So it's a double. Then it's an E9. All right. It's an E9, and he scores. So it's an error on the Yanks. On the right fielder, Gamble. DH, third base, second base. I don't even write in the positions. First base, catcher, left field, and center field. All right, so it's 4-3 now because of that double and then the error. Not what we wanted at all. George Brett, 5-5. That's going to be ballpark. That's a 6-2 star line out of some kind. It's a 3, and that's a ground ball to Randolph. 1 down. John Mayberry, 4-3. That's a potential walk. We're looking at a 12. We roll a 10, ball 4. Mayberry on with a walk. He's not a guy to take a lead at all. So he'll stay close to first, 3-6. That's blank. Hal McRae, 5-1, and that's a ground ball to short. Before I do all the 3 double play, it's a 2 double play, it's a 3 double play, it's a short, it's a 4 double play. Let's see what I get. It's a 2, so it's going to be 6-4-3 double play. So the Royals pick up a run, and after 4.5, they lead it 4-3. Busby against Chambliss. Now Chambliss is hitting in the dumps. Got to get some water. Chambliss' hitting is in the dumps. Let me see. Hold on, my friend. That's a failed range check. This one was an error check, and the error check, or is it the same thing? That's a good question. No, it's not. This is the number sign. This is something different, right? This is a number sign here for a failed range check. This one up here was like a gray, a darker gray, and I thought it looked like there. You have a money sign. Oh, the plus sign. You see, that's why I went by the plus sign there, ID Jester. Anyway. Okay. So I'm banging my head against the wall. Slowly but surely. But Busby against Chambliss. 6-1, that's a potential error. Let's see what happens. We won. And it's a 5-5, and that's going to be a potential error on the left fielder. We rolled a 12. Now there's no way that that's going to be within his – it's got to be outside his error range. Yeah, his error range is a 5. So he flags it down for out number 1. Next is Oscar Gamble. 2-2 is a strikeout. 9-6, we roll a 14, so we're rolling off of 4-6, and that's a fly to right. 2 down. Cowens under makes the catch, and Piniella. 5-3 is a potential home run. Potential home run here against a righty is a 1-8. We roll a 1, so we're going to roll on a home run here for Piniella. 5, and we roll a 14. So that doesn't do it. Now it's a 1-5, and that's going to be a line drive base hit to center. So Piniella is 2 for 2. 2 outs. He's on at first, and Greg Nettles. 2-5, and that's going to be a blank for – oh, no, it's not. It's a star. Double star, so that's a 6, and that's a fly to center. Gives it a ride, but Amos Otis runs it down, and that retires the side. Top of the 6th. Let's see if we can get a 1-2-3 inning. Figueroa's had 1-1-2-3 inning, and that was the 3rd inning. Otherwise, he's let runners get on base. At least 2 runners almost every inning. Almost. So let's get a 1-2-3 inning. Come on there, Ed. Eduardo Figueroa. Dos teclas, por favor. 3-5. Blank. Cowens. 1-4. Ground ball. Nettles. 1 down. Healy. 6-2. Potential home run against a righty. 1-16. We roll a 10. Healy's got no power. 5-6, and that's going to be a fly to right, shallow right. Gamble comes in, makes the catch, and Freddie Patek. 6-5, blank. Patek. 1-3, fly to left. Roy White. 3 up, 3 down. Hey, exactly what the doctor ordered. Thank you so much, doctor. Willie Randolph, bottom of the 6th. 4-3, Kansas City. 4-4. That's a potential strikeout. We need a very low number. We don't get it. Willie Randolph off his card. 5-5. That's going to be a single through short. Randolph going to try to steal. We don't get it. Mason. I don't know how to bunt, so I'm not bunting. 5-5. That's question mark, question mark. And against a lefty, that's a 15. That's going to be a star. And that's a 1. That's a fly to left. I'll eventually learn how to bunt. Rivers. I'm not a big bunter, though, to be honest with you. Rivers 5-4, and that's going to be a lefty. That's going to be double star. A 1, that's a fly to left. Back-to-back flyouts. And it's a 4-5. 4-5 is a strikeout. We're looking at a 7-3. Strike 3, and White goes down swinging. And that retires a side. So after the leadoff single, the Yanks strand Randolph, and we go to the top of the 7th. Ed Figueroa is still in there. He can go 32, so he hasn't gone 27 yet. His next batter will be 27, Frank White. That's a 3-4, and that's going to be a hit by pitch. We're looking at -5. Hit by pitch 5, it's a 0, so no chance for that to happen. And it's a 5-4. And that's going to be a line out to the third baseman. L5. 1 down. 3-2, that's a blank. Wolford. 4-1, that's a single to right. Base hit for Jim Wolford. That's his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 3 and a walk. And Wolford will try to get a lead. And that's a 1, so he does get a lead. And there goes Wolford. That's an 18. He is out. There's no way. Yeah, it's a 12. So that's going to be 2-4. Munson guns him down. Quick release, Munson. The Walrus. 2 out. 5-3 is a blank. Otis. 5-3 again is a fly to right. That retires aside. Bottom of the 7th. 4-3, Royals. Yanks need to get something going here on Busby. Busby can go 25, and he's gone 27. So he's out of there. Actually, he's out of there. Busby. Let's take a quick look and see who pitched in this game. Let's take a quick peek. It was Mingori, Bird, Sadecki, and Patton. Mingori, Bird, Sadecki, and Patton. So who do we have coming up? We have a righty, a lefty, and all then a righty. So let's do a righty, Patton. Let's bring in Patton. Bottom of the 7th. Okay, here goes. Thurman Munson. Marty Patton, 8-14 with a 2.49 ERA. That's a 5-6. That's going to be a potential strikeout. It's going to be a 1. We roll a 13, so we're rolling off Munson. That's a 3-2, and against a righty, that's a base hit through second base. So Munson's on with a single. Munson's going to try to get a lead. That's an 8. He does not get it. Chambliss now. Chambliss is in the dumps. 2-3. Hasn't been hitting at all. 2-3 is going to be a potential error. That's good. So we got a potential error happening. Let's see what happens. 1-4, and that's going to be a ball that's driven in the gap. And that's going to split the gap. That's going to roll to the wall, and that's going to be the right fielder. Let's see what we got in the right field. Al Cowens. Al Cowens' error rating in right field is a 2. We roll a 17, so that's not going to be an error. So that's going to be a double, and we're going to hold Munson up, second and third. Second and third now. So the infield is going to be brought in, and we are going to walk Gamble to load the bases. Infield in against Lou Piniella. Sweet Lou Piniella, bases loaded, bottom of the 7th, 4-3 Kansas City. Great opportunity for the Yanks to tie it up, take the lead, and break it open even with nobody out. That's 5-5. And that's going to be against a righty. That's going to be a star, a double star. So it's some sort of double star out. And that's a 1. We roll. That's a fly ball to left. Let's look at the sacrifice fly rating is a 1. So sacrifice fly rating is a 1. So we're going to roll, see if we get that. Otherwise, we may try to score it, and that's a 3. So we don't get that. Let's try to score here, tie the game up. Munson is not too shabby running. He's a 4. Our left fielder, Wolford is a 0. So we're looking at a 4. So 4 or less, I guess. And that's a 6. I think he's thrown out at home on that. I believe he's thrown out at home 7-2. Holy smokes. That's not what we wanted. So 7-2, 1 out. And I think I played that right. So we roll the 6, unless I'm supposed to use the throw chart, which I think I am, and I should have rolled 2 dice there, because then the 6 would say roll on second chart. Let's just see. So that would be a 5. The second chart, if I roll a 6, so I would look here. A 5 would be lead runner thrown out. If the trailing runner BR is greater or equal to the roll, then he advances on the throw. No. Unless he's tagging up, and that throws everything off. I don't know that he would be tagging up on that. That's kind of weird. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. So first and second, 1 out. No throw chart. Okay, Benny Blades. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, 6 is out at home. That's what I thought. All right, so double check with you guys. Piniella. Wow. That was Piniella. And that was to left field. That's a double play. So 7-7-2. Double play, 2 out. So that's definitely not what we wanted to have happen. We're going to bring in a new pitcher. It's going to be a lefty this time to face Nettles. A lefty to face Nettles, and that's going to be Sadecki. All right. So that definitely quieted the crowd. 6-1, that's a potential walk. So we're looking at a 22, we're looking at a 20. So that's an automatic walk. And it's, let's see. He was thrown out. That was 2. Now bases are loaded. 2 outs. And it's Willie Randolph. And what are we in the bottom of the 7th? Did I say Bird came into this game? Who did I say came into this game? Yeah, Bird was in. We're going to bring in Bird. We're going to make another pitching change. Let's do it again. Okay, so Bird to face Randolph with the bases loaded and 2 outs. 4-3, Kansas City. That's a 5-3. That's going to be a strikeout. We're looking at a 4, and we rolled a 1, strike 3, and that's the side. The side is retired there. Holy smokes! Yanks had the bases loaded, nobody out. That's like the worst possible thing that could have happened, was that double play. Wow. Okay, top of the 8th. George Brett leading it off, 4-3, and that's going to be a potential walk. We're looking at a 6. We roll a 5, ball 4. He's going to try to get a lead. 18, he does not. Mayberry. 6-1. It's 27. We're still good. 6-1's blank, so we're going to go on Mayberry's card. If he hits into a double play, 5-1's ground ball to short. Before I even count anything, I'm just throwing one here. A 2, that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. I can almost guarantee it. 2, that's a 1, that's a 2. So that's a 6-4-3 double play. $6-4. That's going to be a ballpark. And what did I do with the ballpark? What did I do with it? Who knows where I put that now? I have a tendency to do that. Here it is. Just found it. All right, 4-5. And it's a fly ball center field. And we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. So Yanks are down to their last 6 outs. And it's going to be Mason leading it off, Rivers and White. Mason, Rivers, and White. And we're going to have some fun and bring in, we'll have Stanley, we'll have Coggins pinch hit. So Coggins is going to pinch hit, and then Stanley will come in to play shortstop. So it's going to be Coggins, Rich Coggins for Mason, bottom of the 8th, and then it's going to be Stanley coming in to play shortstop. Usually how the Yanks did it. Here's the pitch from Bird. And that's a 6-4, and that's going to be range play. Range play 7. No, that doesn't count. That would be an error play. 2-2. That's going to be center field, so we're going to roll 1. And that's going to be caught by, I think Otis is a 1 in center field, and he makes that catch. So Otis runs it down. One out here in the bottom of the 8th. 4-3, Kansas City. Mickey Rivers. That's a 1-3, and that's going to be a potential throwing error. Let's see what happens on Rivers' card. 3-3, and that's going to be fly out center field. 2 out. And Roy White. Pitch from Doug Bird. 2-3, that's blank, so we're going to roll on White. That's a 3-6. That's going to be a ground ball third base. Brett throws out White, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Bird. And we're going to get Mark Littell in the 9th for that save opportunity. And 27, he's gone 27. He's gone 5, that's 32. So Figueroa's out. Stanley is in there somewhere. Stick him in the deck somewhere. There he is. Stanley is in, and the Yanks need a Yanks are going to bring in Tidrow. Against Al Cowens in the top of the 9th inning. Dick Tidrow, 4-5 with a 2.63 ERA, 6-6. That's going to be a potential K against a righty. That's going to be a 5. We roll at 8. So we're going to use Cowens' card. 4-6. That's a comebacker. Tidrow fields his position, and that is 1 out. Fran Healy next. 4-2. That's a hit by pitch. He's -5. He's got nothing, so it doesn't happen. 2-2, ground ball shortstop. Stanley throws out Healy. 2 down, Freddie Patek. And that's a 4-4, and we're looking at a righty, so that's a potential K. That's going to be a 7. We roll a 4, strike 3, and side retired. So, last licks for the Yanks. See what happens. It's going to be Mark Littell coming in to pick up a save. Mark Littell was their closer type. Why do I have Larry Monroe in here? All right, just got him out of the deck. I don't think he belongs in there. Let's see if we can find Mark Littell. There he is, Mark Littell. He's the guy that gives up that home run to Chris Chambliss in the bottom of the ninth of Game 5 to send the Yanks to the World Series. Mark Littell forever lives in Yankee lore. And he is going to face, where is he? What did I do with the Walrus? 1976 MVP. All right, here goes. 5-4. 5-4 is a potential walk. We're looking at a 4. We roll a 7. 2-6, and that's going to be a comeback. That's going to be a double star, so that's a grounded to Frank White. Throws out Munson. Oh. Chris Chambliss next. Chris Chambliss is 1 for 3 on the day. 4-1 is a potential throwing error. 6-1 is a potential throwing error by the shortstop. That's a 4, and that may be a throwing error. Let's see Patek. He is a 10, so it is going to be a throwing error. So it's a failed T-check. Failed T-check shortstop. It's an end. Throwing error 2. But it says question mark. Throwing error. Okay, roll 1d6 against the range of the throw receiver. Mayberry's a 4 range, so I guess we roll a 2. So he prevents the ball from getting by. So it's an E6. That's how I interpreted that. I don't know. I probably did it wrong as usual. All right, I didn't read the whole thing, but it sounds about right. So if you roll the range, then let's just double check. If less or equal to his range, he kept the poor throw from getting by him. There you go. So I did it. I figured it out. I got lucky. Oscar Gamble with Chambliss on at first. That's a 4-4, and that's going to be a potential K against a righty. That's a 9 minus. It's a 6. Strike 3 on Gamble. 2 out. Yanks are down to their final out. 4-3, Kansas City. Lou Piniella. That's a 2-6, and that's going to be against a righty. That's going to be blank, so Piniella has a chance to do something here, do something big. And that's a 5-6, and that's going to be a single to right. A single to right, and going to roll. So 1, he makes it there. I think that's like an automatic, though, pretty much. I mean, he's like a 3 or something, or a 4. I think it's 2 to 6 in this situation. Yeah, Chambliss is a 2. And I'll just double check that. What did I say it was a single to right of some kind. Yeah, it's first to third. Plus I get another, yeah. So first and third. And that's Piniella's 3rd hit of the game. He's 3 for 4. So for runners on, the tying run is 90 feet away. Still alive, Benny Blades. Still alive. Greg Nettles, Mark Littell. That's a 1-3, and that's a potential strikeout. And we're looking at a 10. We roll a 20, so we're still alive. We're still alive. Oh, foul ball. Exciting. That goes flying across the room. The excitement is too much for me. And that's a 5-5, and that's going to be a deep drive to center field. And on the run is Otis. In the gap, runs it down, and the ball game is over. Nettles gives it a ride, but just didn't have enough. Flies out of the center field, and the Yankees lose it by a score 4-3. Wow, that was exciting ending. I like that. Not too bad. Let's count up the hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hits for the Yanks. Not too shabby. For the Royals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both teams had one error, so its line score was KC 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. The Yanks 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. And originally the Yanks win this game. In our replay, they lose it, unfortunately. Couldn't get anything going, man. We had a lot of base runners because think about it. We had Busby walked a bunch. Busby walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he hit, so 6. Plus we had 9 hits. So that's 15 base runners right then and there. And we did hit into double play. We had a couple of one caught stealing there. We hit into that double play, but we didn't hit into a lot of double plays. I think the Royals hit into more double plays than we did. That was one there. Oh, they hit into 2 double plays. Those were pretty big double plays. But even from the start, I mean, our starter Ed Figueroa had issues. He allowed a double, a single. He allowed 4 hits in the second inning. That's the inning they scored 3 runs, and then they had a run in the top of another run in the top of the 5th on the error by Gamble and Wright. Oh, that's another hit. Did I miss that hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 hits. So yeah, it's 4 runs. KC 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Yanks 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. That's now. Let me tell you a little bit of news. I'm going to have an unboxing. It's a little of a surprise. I decided I wanted to go a certain direction simply because I want to bring back the nostalgia of the era of this time period. So I have a couple of things coming in the mail. So I will be doing an unboxing. I have something very special coming in the mail related to my 1969 set, and I have another big plan. I'm putting away some money to do something big for 1969. And so these are a couple exciting things that I have going on my channel. Remember, what we like to do here, all kinds of stuff, right? Reviews, chat, products, new products, game design, tabletop strategy, anecdotes, player profiles, books, baseball cards. So whatever makes our hobby more interesting, and I like to do it on the channel. So this one does belong, Stephen Conrad. Welcome, my brother. ID Jester, thanks for all the help. Benny Blades, to you as well for the help on this. If you want to reach out to me and mention any of the big, huge mistakes I made, I'm still working through a couple of, I'm still working out the kinks, if you will. So, but if you guys keep on repeating this stuff, I'll get better at it. But you definitely have to have your eye on the prize in this game, especially when you're learning it. You can't be, all over the place, sidetracked, and you got a lot of things to keep track, because you have that constant interaction between the pitcher, the batter, the fielder, with the range plays, and then the ballpark. And they go back and forth, and you got multiple rolls. So did I roll already, or did I not roll already? Did I roll for the pitcher? Did I not? Am I now on the batter's cart? So if you're sidetracked a lot, yes, who just made a Delaware made a new base running video, okay? But my issue, I find that when do I look at the base running chart, right? When do I always look at the base running chart, or there's only I guess it's only to the outfield. If the hit is only to the outfield, then you go through this whole thing. If it's only through an infield single, like an S3, an S4, an S5, an S6, then you would never get to this. I think that's the deal. And sometimes I get confused because there's a lot of stuff going on. And I try, and it may be like an S3, but to me an S3 goes into right field. So the right fielder's getting it. So then I would look on the throw chart, but I don't think you're supposed to do that. Yeah, infield is easy peasy, but I'm making the infield like an outfield. So then I'm going through all these charts as well, and I don't know if I need to do that all the time. So anyway, I'm getting better. I'm getting closer. I learned where the line drive chart is. Look, it's right here. I didn't know where that was. And the flyouts is right here. I learned where that was. So this is really about that. I got to get this laminated. Got to get this laminated. So it looks nicer and it's easier to handle. I will do that with the 10 mil. But that's it. This is CP Cards and Dice, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I had a great time. Thanks for all the help. I appreciate it. And I will watch you guys as soon as I can and keep on supporting you guys as well. Take care now.